going on, everybody? Welcome to the video. Thank you so much for being here. In today's video, we are going to be exposing those new trendy junk foods that you're seeing all over the grocery store. So that way you don't have to waste your money if they're not actually any good. If you guys like these types of videos, please give the video a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. It'd be great to have you here. Let's get straight into it. So when I posted this pickup to Instagram yesterday, I got dozens of DMs from people asking me to review this one bite pizza. So of course we're gonna give that to y'all. Now I have a feeling those that hate Dave Portnoy will just hate this pizza because they don't like him. Those that love him will probably give this maybe an unfair high score. So I'm gonna try to be as neutral as possible. I do love Dave, but he is an avid Ohio State hater, so that's not gonna work out in his favor either. So a lot of marketing behind this product, of course. So you know we have to jump through all of that, because marketing does not always taste the best. So overall impressions, a good amount of cheese on here. So it is what, 4 cheese, 5 cheese stone baked crust. First impression, I'm impressed with the amount of cheese, but we gotta bake it and really get a true taste test. For efficiency purposes, while the pizza's cooking, we're gonna go ahead and try out the chocolate peanut butter pie Oreos. Now, I have a personal bias against these crazy flavored Oreos because almost every flavor is a bunch of marketing, except for like the carrot cake. There's a few others, the s'mores, I wish they would bring back, my favorite Oreo of all time. Typically, they never actually taste like what they're marketed towards. So let's give this a try, see if it actually tastes like a peanut butter pie. I would say it's above average when it comes to most Oreo flavors. It does taste sort of like a peanut butter pie. They didn't miss completely, but for me, it's just not one of my favorite Oreos. So I probably would stick with a regular Oreo if it was me. Now, if you're a peanut butter pie lover, you're probably gonna like these. But overall, I'm gonna give these a failing score. So for me, the gold standard of frozen pizza is California Pizza Kitchen, the barbecue chicken. And I prefer skinny crust, thin crust. Megan likes deep crust. So this is a nice happy medium. But I will say, Mr. Dave, it's a little bit floppy if I do say so myself, if I'm just being honest. So let's see how it is. Cameraman wasn't all that impressed.
Not much to it.
I feel like we could have cooked it a little bit longer. We followed the instructions, but it might just be a little bit of trial and error. So I think if we made it a little bit more crispy, it would add more of a crunch to it. But from my perspective, flavor-wise, it's decent. It's not the best pizza I've ever had. It's not the best frozen pizza either. I would say, man, let me try another bite.
Don't you feel like it's missing something?
Well, I think I missed something by not saying one bite, everybody knows the rules. But the one thing I didn't give it enough credit for is, check out the bottom. See, that to me is an indication of a good piece of pizza. The second bite, I feel like it's one of those that gets a little bit better. I'm gonna give it a passing score. Not marketing. I would give this a 7.12 out of 10. So let me know in the comments down below, has anyone else tried this pizza? And if so, what are your thoughts? I feel like it's very controversial, mostly because Dave is a controversial guy. But bias aside, what do you think of the actual pizza? I'd be interested to see. I tell you one person who approves of it. So when I saw this, it was pretty much the definition of marketing. I feel like anytime you try to add Lucky Charms marshmallows into anything, it's more hype. It's just kind of the nostalgia. It never actually tastes that good, but we'll see. We'll give it a fair test. So the first way I'm gonna review this is just to try the marshmallows in the hot chocolate, just because I feel like Lucky Charms marshmallows have a very distinct flavor, and I don't know if that's gonna go very well with hot chocolate. Honestly, the marshmallows essentially have no flavor whatsoever. They don't taste like anything. It just tastes like hot plastic more than anything. You know, I'm not loving it. The hot chocolate portion is great, but the marshmallows have no flavor. I would much prefer just traditional marshmallows, and usually you're better off just getting, you know, a bag of marshmallows from the store. So this, 100% marketing, I would steer clear. It's more expensive, and it's really not as good of an experience. So just stick to the OG hot chocolate. So this is what I'm personally most excited to try today. Cosmic brownies hold a very special place in my heart. I used to get them in the cafeteria when I was in elementary school, and a cosmic brownie to this day is just delicious. Now I hope that they didn't botch it. I have to say one more thing. If you're the type of person that puts the milk before the cereal in the bowl, you're pretty much a cereal killer. It tastes like a milder version of a Cocoa Puff, so not as chocolatey. It's not really giving me the cosmic brownie flavor, if I'm being honest. However, it's still pretty good. In all fairness, I think I'm gonna have to give this a failing score. Although it is good, I don't think it does a very good job replicating the flavor of a cosmic brownie, even though I'm still gonna enjoy this bowl very much. And if you happen to be a chocolate lover like myself, my recommendation is stick with the tried and true Cocoa Puff. I think you'll be much happier you did. Now, can we get a like on this video for Camera Wife, who goes behind every scene and cleans the counters and all the mess? The real MVP over there. We love you, Camera Wife. So we've got a few items left over here that I'm excited to try. The next item up is going to be the Built Bar. I know you see marketing for these all over the place. You get on Instagram, you get on Facebook, anywhere you look, people are talking about Built Bars. And rightfully so. I'm not gonna lie and say I don't have a bias for Built Bars. They've been nice enough to sponsor today's video, but these things are the real deal. And you know how I know that? Because my favorite flavor, the chocolate coconut, I'm all out because the person holding this camera ate all of them. So if Megan likes them, you know that they are in fact delicious. So you can see here, the consistency is just like a candy bar. What's awesome about these Built Bars, instead of having all of the sugar and nonsense like are in all of these food products, there's almost 20 grams of protein and only 130 calories with barely any sugar at all, and they taste delicious. This honestly tastes just like an Almond Joy, but with 20 grams of protein, low in calories, I mean, it doesn't get much better. So Built Bars, definitely not just marketing. I know you see them all over the place, but there's a good reason that you do. So check them out. You can save an additional 15% using Travis15. I'm gonna have that linked down below. You guys are going to love them. This is one of the most random products that I've found. Mini sweet chocolate chip biscuits. I found them exactly where they belong in the checkout line at Walmart. So let's just see what these are exactly. I thought it was gonna be more of like a brownie bite. And I guess it kind of is. It almost looks like a little cinnamon roll with chocolate swirl. I find them to be a bit dry. They don't have that much flavor, but I almost kind of like that they're more mild. I'm gonna try one more, just to be safe. If I'm being honest, they've got a very artificial aftertaste. And when you combine that with the dry texture, I can't recommend anyone ever getting these just because there's so many better options. Nice concept, good marketing tactic, but it's a no-go for me.
No.
No-go for Camera Wife. What's great about Megan is even if I owned the product, she would have no way to lie. She would just look at it and disgust if she didn't like it.
It's true.
She's very honest. What can you say? Let me tell you why I love Hershey's Kisses. It's because they're so small and I'll eat one and convince myself it's not bad for me. I'll end up eating a total of 20 and just pretend that the cumulative effect doesn't matter. But this is cool because it is sugar cookie, which is one of my favorite flavors. And I'm really hoping it doesn't just taste like white chocolate. That's my biggest concern with this. But you guys can see it does look pretty promising. Oh wow. Oh my gosh, shout out to Hershey. I think out of everything that I've tried today, this has exceeded my expectations the most. This tastes just like a sugar cookie, has a little bit of a crunch in a Hershey's Kiss. I mean, it doesn't get much better. And check out this marketing on the back where you can actually use it for different types of cookies. Oh man, this bag is gonna get destroyed. Definitely pick these up. I got all this stuff at Target and Walmart. These were Target, I believe. Last and maybe least, Cinnamon Toast Crunch popcorn. I love kettle corn, so I'm thinking that it's probably gonna taste very similar, but will it actually taste like Cinnamon Toast Crunch? It kind of does. I'm actually a little bit surprised. As much as I didn't want to like this, I would say if you like Cinnamon Toast Crunch and you like popcorn, it's not marketing. It is true to its name. And that is going to conclude our first episode of Is It Marketing? So if you guys like this type of video, let me know. I can do more, can pick up other things that we see at the store. I think the overall takeaway is that just because something is new and limited edition doesn't necessarily make it better. And sometimes the tried and true are even more superior at a lower cost with food and a lot of other things in this world. So let me know what you guys thought in the comments. Was this boring? Did you enjoy it? I really want your guys' feedback, but I really do thank you all for taking the time out of your day to watch. I mean, you could have been doing anything in the entire world, and you chose to spend a few minutes with me. That is pretty awesome. Please give the video a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I look forward to talking to y'all next time.